What's up guys, Professor Oak here. Wanted to do a little update on the channel. I know a few of you guys, several of you guys are new, came over from Drunk Souls. I think some other people came from some other places. Super thankful for you guys all. Thank you for coming, watching. What I want to talk about is kind of my schedule, what I'm going to be uploading. From now on, I'm trying to get a little bit more disciplined, some regular uploads, some planned uploads. We started our series Professor's Research. I've got one episode out so far, woohoo, and it was 2 weeks ago. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be uploading episode 2. We're going to commit to having a new episode of that every Monday. Friday we're going to start Experience Share. I've got these episodes kind of not really scripted, but sort of my bullet points all written out. Got everything I want to say together. Professor's Research tomorrow is going to be over Spears. Experience Share Friday is going to be over just Main Academy Gate duels, what to look out for, how to have your build, whatever your build is, kind of set up and optimized for dueling. Yeah, and aside from that, I'm going to try like every other day. That's kind of what the goal I'm shooting for. We're going to at least have our videos Monday and Friday. But aside from that, these dueling videos, the invasion videos that I post, the kind of more for fun where I just sort of talk with you guys, yeah, we're going to try to get those as often as possible. I'm going to shoot for at least every other day. We're going to try to have a new build at least every video. We might repeat as time goes on. I like some of my builds, and you know, I play with them a lot. It's hard not to make content with the things I'm playing with a lot. But we're going to try to do new stuff every video. Yeah, so that's like kind of my update. A little bit of like just to share what the focus of this channel is if you're new. Or to like kind of, I guess, further explain if you've been coming around and you're like, man, this guy's random. Yo, I think the big thing for me is builds in these games. Think of it a lot like Pokemon. Try to come up with different type combinations. When I was a kid playing through Pokemon, I would try to beat it with a different team combination. So I kind of have that urge to try out as many different things as possible. So builds are definitely a big thing that we do here. We try to have a semi-different, maybe vastly different build in every video that I've uploaded. You're bound to see some repeats because, you know, I like super love some of my builds and I'm going to play with them when I want to, and if I'm playing with them and doing good, I'm going to record it, and that's going to be content. So, you know, sometimes you're going to see repeats, but I promise we're going to spice it up. For example, this build in the video I literally like just made yesterday. Got an invasion video for you here today. I'm probably going to fine-tune, change this video, or rather change this build up quite a bit, and we'll have probably a dual build, or a dual video with it this week. Pyromancer's pretty fun, and I really like the way, I know veterans armor is pretty frowned upon by everybody, but the helmet looks so fly with this the Banished Knight that has the cape on it still, so we're going with it. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Also, I would say the other focus of this channel is to teach you guys how to take some of the lesser used options in this game and feel OP with them. And now, I know there's plenty of controversy. I mean, you know, I've gotten some flack on this channel for weapons that I use and what my opinion is of using certain things, but I want to let you guys know how I personally am finding weapons that might be on the less used side or the less powerful side, and surrounding my build around them to bolster them and make them feel OP. It can be something as simple as carrying aromatics with you, or putting a good Ash of War on a weapon, or something more complex that we might dedicate an entire video to. But I really want to like teach you guys how to feel OP with any weapon. So yeah, that's pretty much like the extent of this channel's focus. Mostly we're having fun here and invading folks, dueling folks, and you know, doing what everybody else is doing, just liking this video game. Elden Ring is something we waited for years. I'm super stoked to have it. Dark Souls, you know, one of my favorite video game franchises, and this is kind of like the culmination of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that work. So like, you know, a few wonky weapons, a few shitty Ashes of War, a few players that are abusing the shitty weapons, that's not gonna make us quit the game. We're not gonna quit the game. We're not gonna stop playing. We're not gonna, you know, let them demoralize us, you know. And like, I see a post like every other day about somebody quitting the game, somebody shitting on the game, and like we've heard it before, you know. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I know that Reddit and social media in general is often described as like an echo chamber, but like if you're at your keyboard or your thumbs are pressing your phone buttons and you're thinking, I should really tell everyone that fucking Rivers of Blood sucks, you shouldn't. You shouldn't tell everyone that, because 30,000 people before you have already told everyone that. if you're thinking about, if you're, your fingers are just bouncing up and down on some buttons, and it hits right now a sentence like, crouch poke sucks, you shouldn't do that. I mean, like, there are people that I, would even say I look up to, that are posting YouTube videos saying that we need to complain louder and louder and louder. I guess. I come from video games. I play video games still that get constant updates, that have way better communication from the community managers and the quote-unquote powers that be in video games, that they're more vocal and they interact with the community. And I'll tell you that oftentimes the loud complainers are trolled by the community managers. I hate to reference other video games and other scenes so much, but we don't get much communication from FromSoft. But NetherRealm Studios, for example, there were people that were brigading NetherRealm constant, like, tweets, under tweets that had nothing to do with the game, people begging them to put Melina in the game. It's so shitty of them to not put Melina in the game. And this doesn't refer to balance as much, but they did put Melina in the game because of all that fan outcry. And they made her like a really shitty plain version of Melina, and she sucked. She was awful. So, like, I have at least one bit of evidence that, sometimes people that make and create video games are just normal humans, and it's annoying to hear someone complain constantly. Just complain. In this video, I'm pretty sure I got a clip or two in here of, I'm invading, being ganked, as they say, 2v1, 3v1, people using rivers of blood. I managed to beat them. And not every time, I'm no god or anything. Like, I experience the same things you do. I experience the same thing that you, the person watching this video, does. I get summoned, and I try to look for the invaders, or the hosts, rather. I find them, and it's somebody Stars of Ruins me. And then behind them, there's a Rivers of Blood, and then here's Moonveil's beam. And, I get hit by one of those things, and that leads to the other thing hitting you, and it feels shitty. It feels absolutely shitty. But most of the time, in my head, I think, man, I shouldn't have rushed up on them. I should have waited to see what they had. I should have tried to bait them out one at a time. And can you do that every single time? No, but you shouldn't be able to. It's a game. They should have a chance to win, too. I think that a lot of people expect the host to have no chance to win. They want to disrespect them in their mind before the game has started and say, well, these people are playing PvE. They're nerds. They're losers. They don't know what they're doing. I think that a lot of people have a lot of pride and ego, and when it doesn't get stroked just the way they want their ego stroked, they're dipping out on the game. They're going online. They're going to tell you how fucked up and stupid all this shit that's being thrown at them is. Well, I agree that there are things in this game that don't take as much skill to use as other things, but I also think that that's true of any game. And if you think that you're some skilled invader, some skilled Dark Souls veteran, if you think you're some skilled player, find a way to shit on these people still. That would really make good content, don't you think? That would make people probably a little more respectful of your opinion than if you were just like, this game's bullshit and I'm sick of it. Well, go play Fortnite. Or whatever game that you think is balanced and lovely and full of fun and a safe zone. But anyways, guys, that's been the update. Like and subscribe, as always. Please subscribe, helps out so much. Leave a comment if you want to just help me out the most. But yeah, smell you later. Love you guys. Ta-ta.